Hi, my name is Caprice Dydasco. I'm a defender for BAFC, and we're here today to talk about the AANHPI design.
My name is Brandon Tam. I'm an illustrator, designer, and a muralist from South San Francisco, California.
Can you tell us a little bit how you got into illustration and how you got started?
Yeah, so it was cool that my mom was here earlier, but she actually was a big supporter of me growing up as an artist, and I feel like that's really rare in Asian households. But she actually saved a bunch of my spelling tests. And what's funny about those spelling tests is they're usually like B-, C+, because I spelled the word wrong, but I would draw it on the side and be totally correct on the drawing. So I just thought it was funny that she saved them all, and so she never lets me forget that. She saw that I was an artist from a young age.
That's awesome. Yeah, growing up in an Asian household, they always want you to do these certain jobs and grow up to have these certain careers. Was your family always supportive? They knew you had that talent, but did they always support it or push something else before?
I think I was very fortunate to have older siblings that had the brunt of those stereotypical jobs and stuff that was pushed onto them. But for me, as a baby of the family, I think they either gave up or they really did see the passion I had for art, and they saw the potential that I had in it. And yeah, I think I always had really supportive siblings as well as my parents to be able to do this, so I wouldn't be able to do it without them.
That's awesome. Mm-hmm. So a project like this, where do you start?
First, it was super hard. Yeah. I think representing not only Asian Americans, Native Hawaiians, Pacific Islanders, but to do it all in one logo is pretty difficult, and I don't want to misinterpret any cultures in the wrong way.
So do you have to study cultures or read about or interview, or how do you? Oh,
definitely. Fortunately enough, during this project, I started it while I was in Hawaii, and that heavily inspired the design for sure. I think reading up on all the intricacies of designs in different cultures really helped me kind of tell the story of this design.
Can you walk us through what the different elements of your design represent?
Yeah, definitely. I took some notes on my iPad of all the different designs that went into the final product. Yeah, so I think the anchor of the piece is the ocean and through the wave design. And I think something that makes the Bay Area so special is that it's a melting pot of culture, and what makes us, I think, unique is our differences, and yeah, the ocean became a visual anchor of this design because it is a literal connection between all the Asian countries, and as well as the Pacific Island and the Hawaiian Islands to America, and that's kind of that's where we are right now,
Yeah.
So that became a visual anchor in this design. I wanted to focus less about separating identities and more about showing how we coexist and flow together. I don't know where to start. There's a lot.
Yeah, no, I can see there's the BAFC logo, but within that it's one big circular family thing that's we all needed to coexist, and that's really awesome.
Yeah,
because we're so similar, but have our differences, which is awesome.
Yeah, I mean, you put it better than I did. I'm a visual person. I'm not really good with words, but I communicate through my art, and so I'm glad that translates.
This description is awesome. So
thank you.
That's amazing.
Initially, the design was actually on the outside of the logo, but then I kind of thought, I wanted to put it within the logo of BAFC, because that's what the Bay Area is a melting pot of culture, and so I wanted to kind of put all that inside of the B.
Yeah, I feel every culture will be very happy with how this is represented.
I hope so.
Good job.
Hope so. On the bottom left of the design are these shark teeth that you see a lot in Hawaiian art, and the formation that I have of it is actually arranged by the players on the field, and so on the bottom triangle is the goalie, and then it moves up to all the other positions, and I thought that was a cool design piece because I think shark teeth represent strength. It represents teamwork, and I think as well as kind of offense in a way. You think about a shark, you think about well, first I feel like you think about like shark attacks, but that's like, you know, they're a offensive mammal, and so I think the energy of a shark is good in representing like a team aspect, and to have them in the formation, like to have the shark teeth in the formation of the players on the field, I think was a nice little touch.
I see it says Honu there.
Yeah.
That's Hawaiian. So like, can you explain on that?
Yeah, so I think sea turtles are really significant in Hawaiian culture, and I kind of mixed the motif of a honu because they have like these like pentagons on their back, and I made it into like a soccer ball. And from what I've found is that honus mean endurance and guardianship, and so I think like that is very needed when you're playing football. Like
absolutely.
Endurance for sure. That I don't have, by the way, so that's why I don't play. As well as like guardian, not just on the field and health, but also like you know, your connection to like your ancestors, and when you wear like your family on your back, that means something, you know.
Yeah. What are you like most proud of? Like, what's your favorite part of this design?
My favorite part of this design is the auspicious dragon that flows through the back of the design. You could see the scales, and you could see some of the hands and the mane of the lion. I mean, of the dragon, and I kind of wanted that. Initially, I actually had the face of the dragon in the design, but I decided to remove that to have like more of a silent protector feel to the design. It represents like power, fortune, and strength. So I think, again, like those are motifs that I think represent a team very well. And so that's one of my favorite parts of the design.
That's awesome.
When I'm just traveling around, I bring like a sketchbook around. So this was the original sketch for the design.
Wow, that's awesome.
And then I mentioned before that I was at the Bishop Museum when I was doing a lot of studying for this project. And so
wow, it has changed so much.
Yeah, it has. It has. Just like adding to it, and honestly like taking away, here's like Diamond Head. But this was like one of my favorite drawings that I did have from like the Bishop Museum.
That's beautiful.
And like learning terms and
like
what
the Terrelese and like the surfboard and the hook and like wow.
So
that's the hokulea. Yeah, that's awesome. That's so cool.
Thank you.
I wish I had this talent.
I mean, I wish I had your talent on the field.
What inspired you during this design process, and how is your personal background reflected in the design?
A reoccurring theme that I see in a lot of the motifs that I had in the design of this is resilience. I think when I was in Hawaii and designing this piece, it was during the floods that were happening. Resilience was the term that kept coming up in a lot of the design elements, even though they look very different. I think in a lot of Asian cultures, being resilient is important. I think in my personal life, being resilient is what got me to this point. You know, being an artist, my personal battle with cancer, being resilient is everything. You know.
Yeah, and I feel like resilience is like, it kind of sometimes looks as like, as an Asian culture, like kind of bad, but like it's like a good thing, like because they believe in us, they believe in each other, and family is so important. So I think that is like really huge and like awesome.
Yeah, I think like other key elements of this design are family, of course, and community. Again, like being in Hawaii, seeing how the community came together to help each other out. To support each other. I don't take that lightly, you know, and so I think I try to emulate that in this design.
I love that. So it's the AANHPI spotlights a lot of different backgrounds. How were you able to incorporate multiple backgrounds in this design?
Yeah, to incorporate all the different backgrounds, I think I stopped looking at what made us different and started focusing on what made us similar, and the idea of community, family, you know, eating at the dinner table together. That's why I incorporated like the bowl of noodles. Like
I did see that.
On the bottom left. Like also just seeing like the popular Asian bowl design. Like I thought that was a really interesting design that, you know, it just kind of has like a sense of nostalgia to it when you see it, you know. And so food, family, community is like
what brings us all together.
What brings us all together, yeah.
I love it. All right, how do you think this design connects to the energy and identity of Bay FC?
Yeah, I think Bay FC, literally in the name, has the Bay in it, right? And the Bay is a melting pot of culture. It's a melting pot of art. It's a melting pot of sports, of people, you know. And I kind of really wanted this design to feel a little rough because we're not all perfect, you know. It is the Bay FC logo, but it's not like perfect, you know. It's a combination of the Bay Area.
Yeah, and we need all of that in order to be a logo and work and incorporate. So I love that. I think you did a great job within design, and that logo and everything represents everything you spoke about. So thank you.